everyone, welcome back to my channel, Grace with Books. My name is Shelby and today I'm going to be doing my April reading journal plan with me. So I'm a little biased, but April is my favorite month out of the year because it is my birthday month. I was born on April 27th, 2000, and this year I will be turning 22, which is so exciting because the Taylor Swift song will finally relate to me. For this month, I want to do something really fun and quirky as the theme, and I was thinking about the things that I loved as a kid, and what came to my mind was Alice in Wonderland. I loved Alice in Wonderland. I always wanted to be her, exploring the bright craziness of her imagination. I also couldn't get the Unbirthday song out of my head, so I thought it was pretty fitting for this month. For my collage page, I took a lot of inspiration from the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, as well as some of the other elements of Alice in Wonderland, like her cat. I really wanted this entire theme to feel light and bright. I used a lot of pastels and even some stickers later on. For my title page, I did the Mad Hatter's hat with the title of April above it. It was really fun to draw and color this. I think it was just such a fun little hat. I always wanted one when I was a kid, and actually I played the Mad Hatter in a production of Alice in Wonderland. Definitely one of my own shining moments. On the Mad Hatter's hat, usually it has a little card that says 10-6, but because it's my birthday month, I changed it to my birth date, which is 4/27, and I really like how it turned out. For the title on top, I decided to do this alternating caps font, so you have a capital letter and then a lowercase letter, and I think it looks really quirky and fun and a little bit crazy, so I think it fits really well with the theme overall. Moving on to my calendar spread, I decided to keep going with those beautiful pastel markers. I will definitely link below which Tombow markers I used. I didn't use a ton, but the colors just all ended up looking really beautiful together. I used the one-page calendar spread because I like looking at my month as an overview. I don't really need anything too in-depth, so this usually works out really well for me. If I want to look at my month more in-depth, I use my Notion app, which is this really great productivity app. Highly recommend. I definitely would not be able to function without it. So for the days of the week, I did each a different pastel color, and that's just kind of like the theme overall, like those bright, quirky colors. And once again, for that title, I did the alternating caps font. Because of the condensed calendar format, I have a tab down below where I record any big events or reminders for the month, as well as having a little section for my YouTube and Instagram growth tracker, as well as my goals for the month. And these two have been very useful, just kind of keeping me on track, letting me reflect on my goals and what I want to accomplish throughout the month. So this is just a spread that works very well for me, but as usual, if you need to make adjustments, please do. The next page has my to be read and my days read spreads. Both of these are really important to me and I always use them, I think pretty much every single day. First, I have my to be read shelf, which is where I record all of the different books I'm hoping to read throughout the month of April, just to give me, once again, that kind of look back to see what I wanted to accomplish this month. And below that is my days read spread, and that is where I record how many days out of the month I have read at least a chapter of a book. You'll also notice some doodles of pocket watches throughout this page, and that is because pocket watches are kind of synonymous with the White Rabbit and his stopwatch and his obsession with time, so I thought it would be kind of cute to include it here. I also forgot to mention that instead of conforming to one specific shape for my days read tracker, I thought it would be fun to do some alternating shapes just to kind of reinforce that motif of quirkiness and craziness that is Alice in Wonderland. Next up is my content planning spread, where I record all the things I want to do on Instagram and YouTube during the month of April. This spread has been working really well for me the past year, but if you are interested in seeing a different type of content planning spread, I used a different one last year, so go to any of my videos from 2021 and you can kind of see what I did there. I love this because it just gives me a lot of space to write out my ideas and my plans without having to conform to a specific format, I guess, if that makes sense. On the bottom, I wrote out arguably the most famous quote of Alice in Wonderland, I think, which is, "We're all mad here." And I don't know why that quote has always kind of just stuck with me, because I think it's true. I think everyone has a little bit of craziness in them, a little bit of wildness, and it's okay to let that out from time to time. My brainstorming page is very simple as usual, just the title saying that this is the brainstorming page, and then I will put down any thoughts or ideas I have throughout the month just to have a record of them somewhere. And in a little corner, I decided to do a purple jar that has a little tag on it that says "Drink Me," which is what Alice would drink to make her bigger or smaller while she was in Wonderland, and I just thought it would be cute to add. Now, this is probably the cheesiest thing I've said during one of these, but I don't know about you, but I am feeling 22. Instead of putting a readathon on this page, I decided to put my birthday page here. On it, I include my wish list for my birthday, and below that, I have a little section for me to put down some of my manifestations for 2022. These are things I want to kind of keep with me throughout the year to kind of promote self-care and happiness. I have a really big year coming up with a lot of changes, and I know I don't do well with change, so kind of having these reminders written down I think will be very helpful to me personally. I also got some really cute stickers from this Etsy shop called, and I'm gonna say this wrong, but I think it's pronounced Mohrenkunst. It's a really cute Etsy shop. I'll link them down below. They have such beautiful designs for stickers, and I definitely recommend checking them out. This is their birthday sticker sheet, and it was really fun putting them in my journal. Once again, they're just such cute designs. I definitely got a whole pack of them when I got them from Etsy, and I'm really excited to show you the rest of the stickers I got throughout the year. The next page is my books read page, where I record all of the books that I will read throughout the month of April. Once again, I have that alternating caps font on top, and this reading tracker has 5 columns. one for the date that I start the book, one for the date I end the book, one for the title and the author, and then the last two are where I record how many pages was in the book and my final rating. Because I had some extra birthday stickers I wanted to use, I decided to decorate the bottom of the page with them, and overall these 2 pages just turned out so bright and colorful and just make me so incredibly happy. On to my last 2 pages. The first is my monthly favorites page. This is where I will be recording my favorites from the month of April, including my favorite book, my favorite movie, TV show, snack, memory, my favorite content creators for YouTube and Instagram. You kind of get the gist. This is where I put down things I want to remember that I loved in this month, because I think that oftentimes we forget what happens by the end of the month. I don't know, me personally, I always think a year goes by so fast, and I think this is just a really nice way to kind of slow it down and kind of reflect. I also had some aesthetic photos to put at the bottom of this page just to fill in that white space. The final page of my April reading journal is my book of the month page. This is where I put my favorite book from the month of April and kind of go into a little bit more detail about it. So not only recording the title and the author, but my review of it. And I actually tape a picture of the book to the page in that little Polaroid. And I think it's a nice way to look back on the year and see the books that I really cherished and kind of give them that little spotlight in my journal. So that is the last page. Now we are going to do my final flip through. Alice in Wonderland has always been a story that brought me so much joy. I loved reading it as a kid. I loved seeing the movie and all the adaptations. So it was really fun to include such a special story in my reading journal, especially for my birthday month. It all turned out so quirky and happy. I love all the bright colors, and it just really stands out on the page, so I'm excited to use this throughout the month of April. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the notification bell to get updates on when I post. I post every single week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!